Hey everyone, welcome to your March monthlies, and each month we've been focusing on a different chakra. January was the root chakra, February was the sacral chakra, this month will be the solar plexus chakra. That's all the yellow, that is the color of the yellow chakra, the solar plexus chakra. The root chakra has to do with how we kind of relate to groups or the world. The sacral chakra was how we related to another individual. And the solar plexus chakra is more how we relate to ourselves. So the theme of this reading for this month, we're going to look at how can I honor myself more. So we're going to dive into a reading for each zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into your sign right now. All right, all my Aquarians, this is your monthly reading for the month of March. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the You Are Awesome deck. And this is just going to represent what the Creator wants you to know about the month of March in regards to how you can honor yourself more. One more time here. All right, so for all of you Aquarians, what do you want them to know about their month of March, please? Okay, actually, they want this one right here. And there you go. Friends know when friends need a social break and a place to crash. So this is wonderful because this is like giving yourself a break and letting yourself be who you are, not trying to be all these things to so many other people, right? We're also going to pull a card here from this major arcana. What I do is each month I choose a tarot deck. This month I'm using the Sun and Moon Tarot, and I separate the major arcana from the four suits of the minor. And the major arcana represent like this card, which is like the general energies, the general message for the entire month. And then I'll get into the minor arcana, let you know what those are about here in just a moment. So let me just shuffle these up a little more here. There we go. And what else do you want our Aquarians to know about their month of March, please? What else? Okay, that's the one right there. Yep, you have the sun. It's almost like this feeling of just laying out in the sun and just relaxing out in the sun, letting the rays just, you know, like a sunflower, just sit and be and soak in all that beautiful energy that the sun is radiating and bringing through you. Because this is about abundance. This is about victory. It is about feeling the warmth of your life. It's one of the most brightest victorious cards in the entire deck. So this is like, yeah, you've been working hard, you've been expressing yourself, you've been trying to do a lot of stuff too, and so this is also saying now is the time just to take a break. Month of March, you have an opportunity to make sure you have enough rest and that you're not just working all the time, that you're celebrating and taking time to nurture yourself too. We're also going to pull some cards here from the Dark Tarot, and I'm going to pull 4 of them, one for each of the minor arcana. And you can think of these as a message, because they're the Dark Tarot, from your shadow. Your shadow is like your tour guide in this amusement park of fear that we came down to ride all these rides. And the messages that will come forth in here are going to be like from your subconscious, your unconscious, like I said, from your shadow. Those are the things, those programs that are running behind the scenes that are not in our face. So it's like if you ever open like iTunes or some sort of video and it's playing music or whatever and you minimize it, you can still hear it. It's still influencing you. The program is still running, you just don't see it because it's underneath. So these are those hidden messages that your shadow wants you to be aware of, and we're going to pull one for each of the 4 minor arcana there, and they just were all flying out all over the place. So you've got these here, and of course Aquarius, I am Aquarian Sun, so I get it. We're always unique and different. You get 3 for this one. So no other reading has had more than 4. So of course you get to have that. So what we're going to do, the minor arcana represent the 4 different sides of our human experience. And the first suit we're going to look at is Wands, which is fire energy, like the sun, right? And it represents our spark, our ambition, our aha inspiration, our passion. Also represents our spiritual energy and like our energy that we're experiencing. So this will be what the Creator wants you to know about your spiritual energy or energetic experience during the month of March. So for our Aquarians, what would you like them to know? All of our Aquarians about their spiritual adventure. Okay, get 2. So you have the 9 of Wands, which is strength. It says at the top here, this is about perseverance. You have a lot of energy going on, which makes sense with what we're talking about here. You've been investing a lot, and you're like almost to the 10, which is endings and new beginnings. And so this is persevere. And I understand why we got the rest messages, because it's like, yep, persevere, but also make sure you're taking care of you. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, because you have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is about plans. You know, you have that, all that fiery inspiration that you have, and you've been making all these plans, all the next steps, and you've been taking steps and headed towards that passion, towards those things. The 2 of Wands, though, is also bringing in this message that you have 2 energies that you pull from in this life. One is our human one, which is attached to our fight or flight mode, which is all about, you know, like when you talk about praise and punishment and the fears of not being good enough and, you know, all that. That's the amusement park of fear we were talking about. It's all that energy that's coming in from there. And then you have your higher self, your, like the sun that you are, that brightness. And this is that beautiful, powerful, stable, eternal energy that is very peaceful, as well as a source of creation, of creativity. And so this 2 of Wands is about this awareness that comes in, that there's 2 places that energy comes from. When we're in this, I gotta, what if I don't get it? And we're attached to outcomes and what does success means and all this kind of stuff, that's what wears us out. But when we're from this place of our creativity and expressing our passion, we kind of almost have this endless amount of energy that you could wake up really early in the morning excited about your day, and before you know it, it's midnight and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. And then you wake up really early again, and you know, you have all this drive. But it's important to balance that out and not get, you know, so caught up in that energy that we also don't take time to rest. It keeps on coming up about resting. So I did start a new video series 2 called You Times 2, which started at the beginning of the year. It's like a anywhere from 10, 15, 20 minute video per week. And it's about getting to know the 2 of us that are having this human experience, which is what this is about. So I'll have that linked at the end of the video here if you want to check those out. They're all free. So let's see what your shadow has to say about this here. 9 of Wands. So they really mean what they say here, and about persevere. You have this energy, but also be aware of where that energy is coming from, because you do have, with this being in your shadow, the energy that's exhausting you does have to do with those expectations and those fears of what success means, and the understanding of that. You know, this is telling you you're going to be successful in what true success is for you, but what's really creating all this fear is this human, fearful side of what success means. I'm going to pull a card here from the Return of Spirit, and we're going to see what else Creator wants you to know about this adventure here. Your adventure in energy. So let's see what, okay, not right here. And you've got manifest. So this very much is the magician energy of the major arcana, which is that you hold everything you need within you to make your dreams come true. You have the ability to have your true dreams, what you truly want in this life. And I really hear this message here about understanding what it is that you truly want to bring to the world. How do you uniquely want to share your unconditional love in your heart with the world in your own unique Aquarian way, of course. And so this is really figuring that out and knowing that you have this unbridled power, like we were talking about, to have that come true. So we definitely want to dig more into this. For that, we're going to look into this Pentacles suit, which is the earth element. And this is all about where this is your inner energy, and we're going to talk about your mind and your emotions. This is about everything on the outside world. All this is internal, this is outwardly. So all those other characters on stage with us, all those situations and circumstances that we're in, like jobs and education, etc., all those possessions in our body and our bank accounts, all that on the outside world. Just what the Creator wants you to know about your physical adventure. So for our Aquarians, what do you want them to know about their physical adventure, please? Okay, they want that one right there. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, this is all about new opportunities coming your way, and these are going to be gifted opportunities. And that is about changing from our viewpoint that things have to happen like in this very thin, absolute way. This is the only way that it can come. And it's about opening and widening our viewpoint. And then all this opportunity and all these ways of doing things that we didn't see because we were in such a blinded little spot, that we're able to see things in a whole different way. And it is this new seeds being planted, this new abundance that will be coming our way as well. Let's see what our shadow has to say about this. Yeah, and you have the Four of Swords. So this is peace of mind. We're going to talk about swords next in the mind. So that's our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, our expectations. The Three of Swords right before this is about all those expectations, those fears we have, all this energy we're talking about. The supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts that we are kind of brainwashed with and conditioned growing up on wherever we're around. This is what success means. This is what you have to do, what you're supposed to do. And the Four of Swords brings in this beautiful peace of mind. Those expectations are set to the side because the other extra sword is the Ace of Swords, which brings the awareness of the higher truths, you know, as we connect to our higher self, right? What we really want in life. Also, it gives us the ability to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that no longer serve us. And so doing that makes total sense with this Ace of Pentacles, because as you cut away from those thoughts and that beliefs, it's like having the Excalibur, that Ace of Swords that empowers us to see things completely different. We're also going to pull a card here from the Spirit Junkie and just get some more clarification around our physical adventure. Let's see what else for our Aquarians. Whoa. Okay, those. All right. Of course, we get two up here. And the first one here is, I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. So this is this, you know, beautiful foundation, this reinforcement, because swords are about communication too. And so I love this. I communicate with ease and grace. That's with a peace of mind, right? Because when we communicate with a need to and a have to, and there's all this control behind it, all these expectations behind it, people sense that. And who wants more of that? We have so much of that around us already, right? What do we want? More rules? No, we want more freedom. We want to be, you know, like the sun running through this big field of sunflowers, just free under the sun, not more. And so this, as we grasp this for ourselves, then our communication changes as well. And then you have this one here too, and that says, I send a prayer of love to all beings in a need of a miracle. And this is great. This is about, again, like, I love this communication, and that this is giving love and giving of yourself, giving like the sun gives without expectation. It doesn't go, okay, all you planets, if you don't give back to me, I'm not going to shine on you or shine on you or shine on you. It shines because it's just expressing itself. It's just allowing its passion to flood our entire solar system without any expectations. I kind of feel like this is what this is this giving of the gift that you have when we're talking about connecting to this passion that you are. Now we move into the air element, which is you are an air sign, and so this is your element, nothing to be afraid of here. So this is your mindset, your mentalities, your attitudes, your expectations, all about our mental adventure during the month of March. So what would you like our Aquarians to know about their mental adventure, please? Okay, that one right there. Yeah, you've got the 9 of Swords. Yeah, see, cruelty. This is the nightmare card. This is the insomnia card because of all, which is funny, you have the, in the unconscious, we have the 4 of Swords there, which is all about that desire to have peace of mind. But we're having nightmares. We're having trouble sleeping because we are so, like, it comes back to this 9 of Wands here. The 9s are very much about like the Hermit, which is the number 9 in the major arcana. And that is about this internal search and this internal awareness of where we find things. So this 9 of Wands that appear twice here is about finding that passion within. This is about finding our attitudes, finding our beliefs from within instead of from the outside world. And I love that our subconscious is like, yeah, I'm trying to help you out. And so any of the dreams that you're having, that's one way that our subconscious and our shadow kind of deals with us, is when we're sleeping, like this one here too. We're like, oh, maybe that's why you don't want to rest. It's like, I'm tired of having these dreams. But it is our subconscious allowing us to understand some of our fears and some of these things that are holding us down. Let's see what else they have to say though here. Yeah, 7 of Cups. This is about emotional confusion. We're about to talk about cups again here in a moment. But this is this confusing, how am I supposed to feel? What am I supposed to do? Which makes total sense with all this that we're talking about here, all this energy that's making us feel uneasy, making us focus on end results, attaching to results, attaching to what everything means of the past and the future instead of being in the moment. And so I love this because, again, this is all about kind of resting, relaxing, and getting out under the sun, which we're able to do as we're attaching to this passion that's truly within us. We're just going to pull a card here from this high vibe deck just to get more clarification around this too. Let's see what else Creator wants us to know about our mental adventure. So all of the Aquarians, okay. What if statements. That says change your limiting beliefs to what if statements. Your mind will become curious, which in turn will open it to new possibilities. What if I was appreciated? What if I was loved and adored? What if I felt fulfilled? What if I knew my life's purpose? What if I had enough energy and courage to live out my dreams? What if? Yeah, so that definitely helps our mind. Instead of supposed to, it's what if, and it really, that's what opens up our little limited view that we had before, and we get to see things from this different perspective. So I'm going to put those down there for a moment, and we're moving into the cup suit, the final suit, which is water, which I mentioned is our emotions. So this is going to be what the Aquarian emotional adventure is going to look like for March. People think Aquarians don't have emotions, especially Sun Aquarians, because we do such a good job at putting those in those little water bearer pots that we carry. Water bearers have their emotions where they can compartmentalize them and they carry them. They're inside. They just don't feel like they need to be splashed all around. So it doesn't mean that Aquarians aren't feeling. So if you're cross-watching and you're curious about Aquarians, Aquarians feel. And we're about to see here what the Creator wants our Aquarians to know about their emotional adventure. Yeah, 10 of Cups. See, overflowing. Tons of emotion here. And I love this one because they have the Ace of Cups here that's pouring down into the other 9 cups, which the Ace of Cups represents the Holy Grail. It represents the chalice. It's full of the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. And as we connect to our higher self, then like these two together would be like the Two of Wands I was talking about. This is our higher self and our human self, and they're pouring the unconditional love out into our lives. So there is this, you know, it talks about here about, I thought that said safety. Satiety, I don't even know how to pronounce that word, but that is about satiation, which is feeling whole and feeling complete and feeling saturated, right? So I love that this is coming in here for us. And let's see what else the shadow wants us to know here. Yeah, you have the Queen of Swords. So the mentalness, the Queen does such a beautiful job at balancing heart and mind, because all the queens and all the suits, in addition to their suit, so she's swords, so she brings air, she also brings water. So all of them bring water, all the emotion. And so this is balancing out all of those mentalness, getting caught up in our brain and connecting to our higher self, connecting to our intuition. I love it. You have the Sun again. So the Sun here is showing itself. It's like, yes, feeling that fire, feeling that wholeness, that completeness, that giving of oneself, that we don't have to, that underlying subconscious, like in our conscious world, when we have all these supposed to's and shoulds and need to's, all that's in our face. That means our true purpose, our true dream was pushed down into the subconscious. It has to go somewhere. It's either in our face or it's underneath and minimized and hidden. And this is telling us that that is what is hidden and what's coming to our face, basically, during the month of March. Yeah, and here's the Three of Wands. So you have the Two of Wands here, which is about making the plans, and the Three of Wands in our subconscious is giving us this message that to change our plans. And with all this new information and this connection that we have, where we had our 5-year or 10-year plan, with this new connection to our true dream and our true passion, that is where we're making this change of our minds, change of our direction, change of our energies. Everything is just going through this beautiful fluctuation. And that is this beautiful pause, like you said, the peace of mind when we let go of all the supposed to and the should be of the future. Because when we're fearing something and we have this dream that was given to us that says, for you to be lovable and acceptable, this is what has to happen in your life, who you have to be, who you have to be with, what kind of job you have to have in your education, how house you have to live in, the car you have to have, how you look, and blah, blah, blah. You live in constant fear every day of not meeting up to this by this deadline that's put in it. When this dematerializes and you connect to this true dream of who you really want to be, when you're living your passion, you don't care about the future, because you're living in the moment and you're enjoying sharing who you are with the world. It would be like a writer, right? Someone goes, I want to be a writer. And you're like, do you write? Yes, then you're a writer. But don't I have to be on like the New York bestseller list and be popular and have people want to change my books into movies and da-da-da-da-da? No, that's the fear. That's the ego world. That's not the shadow world. That's not the passion. If you're sharing your passion, they say writers write, dancers dance, you know, whatever's. It's if you're living that, doing it every day, and then you're doing it. Yeah, if you're not, you know, making a lot of money from it, it may not be your main source of income. You are living your passion though, but you switch from living every day to work to working to live instead. Your final card we're going to pull here from this affirmations deck. This can be more about the emotional adventure during the month of March, but since it's the final card, it's also going to be a wild card and could be whatever else the creator wants you to know about your month of March. So for our Aquarians, what's your final message for them, please? Okay, that's going to be it right here. You've got peacefulness. Right? Peacefulness, peace of mind. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Yes, peace of heart, peace of mind, and I love that. So what brings us that peace is letting go of all those supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that we were told had to happen in order for us to be lovable and acceptable. Because as we connect to our sun, as we connect to our true passion, we express it in the moment, and we don't care about outcomes. We don't care about how many followers you have or how many likes you get or how much money you get from it all. You really start to understand what's in your heart, your true heart, your deep heart, and you're able to shine because of that. So I love this for all of us Aquarians. It definitely hits home for me, and I love it. So I want to let you know, in addition to these monthly readings, I also do weekly energy updates for each of the elements, like fire signs, water signs, etc. I do new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of others. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, then also click the subscribe button. That'll give you access to the notification bell, which you can then select at the setting for all, which means you'll get notification of all new videos that come out for this channel. In doing that also helps spread the love, because when you like a video, share a video, or subscribe to a channel, it makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy it wants to share those videos with others as well. So if you want to do any of that, of course, I am so grateful for it. Also, these are general readings. So if you want even more specific reading, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is in the description box below. So if you have a need for that, you know where to look. Also, all you Aquarians, as you go throughout your journey, each and every day of your life, please know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing March. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, you take care.